In this video, you are going to learn about a typical bacterial cell structure. Here we are going to learn internal structures of bacteria like cell membrane, cytoplasm, ribosomes, genetic material, cytoskeleton, reserved food materials of bacteria, finally summary. In our previous video, we have learned the external structures like capsule, cell wall, flagella and pili. Now, let us focus on internal structures. As we all know that to a bacterial cell, the outermost layer is the capsule. It is tough in nature and gives protection. Inside the capsule, cell wall is present, which is made up of peptidoglycans. The nature of the cell wall is rigid and flexible. Now, the content present inside the cell wall is called as protoplasm. Let us see about protoplasm in detail now. This protoplasm is present inside the cell wall. It is differentiated into three regions. They are cell membrane or plasma membrane, cytoplasm, nucleoid. Here you can observe cell membrane, and the liquid content which is present inside the cell, cytoplasm, and nucleoid. It is the genetic material of a bacterial cell. It is present in the cytoplasm. These are the three important regions in the protoplasm. This protoplasm was said to exist in two forms, solution and gel-like state. So the nature of the protoplasm is sol-gel nature. Cell membrane. It is also called plasma membrane. The cell membrane is similar to eukaryotic cell membrane. It is also made up of or composed of phospholipid bilayer and proteins also embedded in it. It helps in passage of nutrients into the cell and discharge waste out. And it is selectively permeable membrane, means it allows only certain molecules. Inside the plasma membrane, gel-like substance is present, which is called cytoplasm. Prokaryotic cytoplasm is very simple when compared to eukaryotic cytoplasm. Why? Because in eukaryotic cytoplasm, membrane-bound cell organelles like mitochondria, Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, etc. are present. But here in prokaryotic cytoplasm, those all membrane-bound cell organelles are absent. Only few cell organelles are present, just like ribosomes and some more structures. So that's why prokaryotic cytoplasm is said to be as very simple. The nature of the cytoplasm is gel-like matrix. It is composed of mostly water and also enzymes, nutrients, waste and gases present. So we have already discussed that cell structures like ribosomes, chromosome and plasmids, genetic material are present. Next, ribosomes. Ribosomes are the cell components that are present in all the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. In most of the bacteria, these ribosomes are the numerous intracellular structures. These ribosomes appear in two forms. Some are fixed to the plasma membrane and some are freely occur in the cytoplasm. All prokaryotes have 70th type of ribosomes. Here S means Swedberg units. These 70s type of ribosomes are made up of two subunits. They are 50S and 30S. These ribosomes helps in protein synthesis. And the ribosomes are composed of 60% of rRNA and 40% of protein. Some ribosomes form groups. Those are called as polysomes. Some photosynthetic bacteria contain chlorophylls, which are called bacteriochlorophylls. In this picture, you can observe the chlorophylls. Along with ribosomes, chlorophylls also present. These chlorophyll pigments we can call as the bacteriochlorophylls. Example, cyanobacteria. These bacteriochlorophylls are present in the vesicles of green sulfur bacteria. These vesicles are called as chlorosomes. These chlorosomes are attached to the plasma membrane. These green sulfur bacteria live in the deep sea environment. Next one is the nucleoid. Nucleoid is the genetic material of bacteria. In eukaryotes, chromosomes are enclosed in the nucleus. Therefore, those organisms are called eukaryotes. Whereas in bacteria, chromosomes are not enclosed in the nucleus. Nucleus is absent. At the same time, nuclear membrane also absent. That's why they consider to be as the prokaryotes. In most bacteria, the genetic material is contained in one chromosome and contains all the hereditary information required to form a new bacteria. Wherever this single circular DNA is present in the protoplasm, that region is called nucleoid. Along with chromosomal DNA, most bacteria also contain small independent pieces of DNA called plasmids. These extra chromosomal DNA are located outside of the nuclear region. And these plasmids are self-replicating DNA. Plasmids may carry genes that code for resistance to antibiotics and production of toxins, which are very important for bacterial survival. Let us know about the cytoskeleton. Look at this word skeleton and at the prefix cyto. Cyto means cell. The name itself saying that this cytoskeleton is the skeleton of the cell. Many bacteria possess an internal network of protein polymers that are closely associated with the cell wall. The bacterial cytoskeleton is homologous to eukaryotic cytoskeleton. Eukaryotic cytoskeleton contain three kinds of filaments. They are microtubules, microfilaments, and intermediate filaments. These microtubules are made of tubulin protein. Microfilaments are made of actin protein. And intermediate filaments are made of IF protein. Prokaryote cytoskeleton also made of some proteins like FTSZ, MREB and chrysantin. This FTSZ protein acts like tubulin of eukaryotic cytoskeleton and MREB also acts like actin. Crescentin acts like IF protein. The bacterial cytoskeleton contains proteins that are homologous structures to eukaryotic actin, tubulin and IF proteins. So it is suggesting that the eukaryotic cytoskeleton can trace its evolutionary origins to bacterial ancestors. Let me know proteins of prokaryotic cytoskeleton in detail. First one is the FTS-Z. It acts as an organizer protein and is required for cell division. It was the first protein of prokaryotic cytoskeleton to be identified. Like tubulin, FTS-Z forms filaments and it is the first protein to move to the division site and form Z ring. It is required for cell division. And actin-like proteins are MREB. This MREB determines the cell shape in rod-shaped bacteria. MREB. And next one is the crescentin. It forms a large filament that runs along the inner curvature of the cell. It is responsible for maintenance of the bacterium's characteristic curved shape. So these elements play essential roles in cell division, protection and shape determination, etc. FTS-Z helps for cell division and MREB determines the cell shape and crescentin also helps to determine or maintain the cell shape. Storage granules. Many bacteria store excess carbon in the form of glycogen. And some microbes also store soluble nutrients such as nitrates in vacuole. These bacterial cells can use them when environmental sources are depleted. And gas vesicles. A few aquatic bacteria that are free-floating bacteria contain gas vacuoles. Because of these vacuoles, bacteria keep floating on the surface of water. They are not permeable to water but are permeable to atmospheric gases. Example is halobacterium. Let us recall the total structure of prokaryotic bacterial cell. So prokaryotes are the organisms. They lack the nucleus and nuclear membrane. True nucleus is absent. Cytoplasm. It is the internal fluid component which is present in the cell. Nucleoid. It is the region of the cytoplasm where the DNA is located. It is the genetic material of DNA. Next, plasmids. These plasmids are located outside of the nucleoid region and these are self-replicating DNA and extrachromosomal DNA. Ribosomes. These are the complex of rRNA and protein that are responsible for protein synthesis. In prokaryotes, 70S type of ribosomes are present. 70S ribosomes are made of 50S and 30S subunits. Cell membrane. It is the semi-permeable and selective barrier surrounding the cell. Cell wall. It is the rigid outer covering made of peptidoglycans. Next one, slime capsule. It is a thick polysaccharide layer used for protection against the desiccation and phagocytosis. Flagella. It helps in movement. It is long, slender projections coming out from the plasma membrane and it helps in movement of the bacteria. Pili. These are the hair-like extensions comes out from the bacterial cell and helps in the attachment, and at the same time some pili which are called sex pili, they help in the bacterial conjugation. These are the important features of prokaryotic bacterial cell. Thank you, viewers.
Okay viewers, that's it for now. Thank you for watching our video. Please hit the like button if you liked our video, and if you want to give any suggestion or need any specific topic to be explained in our next video, please mention it in the comment section. We will be uploading more videos through our channel every Sunday or Monday. So please subscribe to our channel to get the regular updates.